Hey, hey. I wonder if I can post on Facebook yet. Oh, shit. Let's see how bad this stream actually can be. This will be interesting. Had to fix the thingy there, but that's okay. I wonder if I can post yet. On Facebook, I mean, because I am actually post banned, which sucks. Oh, Greta, you have no idea. Welcome to the stream, man. Either you're not from the USA or you're always awake. I don't know which it is. Can I post on Facebook yet? Nope. I cannot post on Facebook for another 2 hours. Yay, Facebook bans. Yeah, you're an hour behind me, so you're kind of always awake. I'm going to try to drink quietly. And drink my sorrows away. Anyway, I should probably explain what's going on to, well, right now just you. So I'm using a hex editor to modify. Oh, I made a really bad comparison, we'll say, of the ever so wonderful quote unquote president of the United States to a certain person that killed millions of people in the 40s on a Facebook comment, and Facebook didn't like it. So I got myself post banned for 24 hours. I was just joking around with somebody because they were mad at something I said, and then they called me a Nazi. So I was just like, well, I mean, we could use another Holocaust. Which the one person that just walked into this live stream, I see it just changed to 2 people watching. The one person that just walked in when I said that and doesn't have context, either I'm going to end up on CNN and then I'm going to get millions of subscribers, or they're just confused as hell and going to leave. I don't know which, but I'm not going to give them the context because it's kind of funny. Anyway, let me explain what I'm doing before I get too far into this because I'm already 4 minutes in. I am modifying Pixel Car Racer in a hex editor, which is what all those letters and numbers you see on the screen right now are, to see what happens if you just modify certain things. I've already done quite a few different things to get up to the point that I am, just like to get ready for the stream, to get some of the early data out of the way, and I'll explain what some of that is. So as you can see over in here, I don't need OBS up anymore. These numbers right here are supposed to be 737562696D616765. That was a mouthful, and I'm surprised I didn't stutter. Changing them to anything else, I did +3 of their original value. Hex-based +3. Basically gives you a very interesting result, and I'll hide the hex editor for a moment so you can see PCR. And I am using the Shout out to Ty Skids for his awesome mods of Pixel Car Racer. He does visual mods, which is one of the reasons why I made one of my videos a couple days ago. Hey, my money changed. Oh yeah, I ran a couple races. But he makes some awesome visual mods of Pixel Car Racer, and, you know, awesome stuff. I'm using his visual mod for my base game, but I am doing physical mods. So like I said, this basically changes the stock parts for the car. So like normally this decal isn't available where it says none. Suddenly I have a decal I can use. There's these flares that don't do anything. I don't know what they are. Maybe they'll show up on a different car. There's the rear spoiler that suddenly showed up. There's a roll cage and a seat that suddenly showed up. Which, by the way, seats do not add or remove weight in this game. Interesting. You know, dumb little things. I can remove the rear bumper. This one doesn't do anything on this car. And this removes the front bumper. And then there is a custom paint that I don't actually know what the color is, but I'm going to guess that's like the carrot orange or something. I don't know. But then the interesting thing comes when you look at your engine. The stock engine has 7 horsepower. 7 horsepower, which leads me to... I don't know how I'm hitting 176, by the way. There's something wrong with that math. Damn cat scared the shit out of me. So 7 horsepower from the stock motor. The wheels are installed, but the wheels are these really cool like star and nothing wheels. It's one wheel that's 2 different wheels, so it's really freaking cool. There's a NOS bottle that adds 9 HP. When you shoot the NOS, only 9. This removes horsepower, so don't use it. These add horsepower, but for some reason it doesn't stick, and I don't know why. As you can see, it goes down to 18 regardless. So I think there's just something in the code that tells the game, hey, brake calipers never add horsepower, so don't fall for it. So it never adds it. Tires add a little bit of grip. You know, that's kind of nice that stock tires have some grip. And then this is a stock 4-inch drop, which is really freaking cool. And the funny thing about this is I can't actually even modify this stuff. Like, this is why I'm at negative boost pressure, or losing HP. This adds 4 horsepower, but again, because I have the weird, whatchamacallit, I have a weird RPM. You know, all these parts are like garbage parts, but they add a little bit of something here and there, so it's like, it's worth it. And it's pretty funny to race this car. So I'll do a drag race real quick. I'll do probably a quarter mile. Those of you that know what Rush Racing 2 is, you know, for people who will probably watch the stream back when it's made into a video, my settings for every game now are the same as if I'm playing Rush Racing 2. And I actually can't do a burnout in this car because it doesn't rev high enough. But I can do this. And this is what an 18-ish horsepower car does in this game. Apparently it does actually run something quick. So, you know, we'll give it that. It's a 14-second car. It's interesting. But let's move on to the next one that I wanted to modify here. So we're going to change... Oh, and let me explain how I change things so quickly, real quick. So, first of all, I go in, and now I'm actually going to work on this byte, which is supposed to be 687 instead of 787. That's actually what changed the horsepower on everything. So we're going to change it to 887. See what happens. Save that byte. This is literally how things go. Dude, it's faster than the 0 to 60 of my Prelude. Come on. But let me explain how I send things so quickly to my to the emulator. So let me close out this again and bring in this. So the game files are what's called like just these. This is basically what I'm modifying, and I modified the APK so it's a clone of the original game. So it actually is a different install directory. So I could have two instances of this game installed. But what I do is, since the app is rooted and it's an emulator, first I have to connect to a port that the emulator has set up. I had to Google it. Every emulator is going to be different, but it depends on the developer of the emulator. And then first I have to delete the file that I'm going to replace. Then I push the file that I'm modifying. And I have all these files over here that I'm modifying. So far, this file is pointless, and this file is your actual account data. So either way, the one that I'm playing with is this one because it seems to be the most fun. So let me get that stuff off screen because I am documenting everything that I'm doing too. But that's how I'm replacing things so quickly. It's just a simple batch file to send it to the emulator. So I'm going to run that real quick. We're going to switch back to memu only. We're going to see what happens here. Let's see. Start. Does that change the HP yet again of the stock motor? Still 8. So unfortunately, that didn't seem to actually change anything. Changing it again. So we're going to change a different hex byte. So instead of changing this one, we're going to change it back to the 7 because that's funny. We're going to change the second one, the 8, to a 7. Stock part. HP multiplier. C8. And then the way I'm documenting it, actually, I'll show you real quick. I am documenting it like this in a text file. So everything is typed out and written out, and every byte is accounted for what I changed, so I know what changed later on at another date, basically. And then I should save that. PCR data. Yeah, I'll just save it as that. So now we're going to find out what C8 does on the hex here. And I need to move this out of the way. Did I save this? Yeah, I did. It's not red. So we're going to go, there we go, run this, and let's see what changes. Oh, I'm still doing display capture instead of this. How ugly is that? You'd think I haven't been on YouTube for like 10 years. So let's see, what might have changed? So we still have that decal, still have these flares. Spoiler is the same. Still the 7 HP. Still the same wheels. So nothing seems to have changed. Changing that second byte. So we're not going to go ahead. What's up, Legend? Long time no stream from me. I was bored enough. Stuck in quarantine. You know, I gotta find something to do. Here we are. But yeah, that second byte didn't do anything, so we're going to change it back. And I'm not going to bother with that one. And then the next thing is this 104 here. 104001. Yeah, I just haven't had time because I'm never alone. Which, granted, okay, I shouldn't say that. Every night at 2 a.m. I'm alone. You know, alone with my thoughts. So we're going to change that, and then we're going to do 0x. So this starts at df in hex to 0x e my son's favorite letter, 4, and it's 104001. And we're going to find out what that change is when I modify this. I'm just going to do it real quick. I'm not going to bother swapping over every single time I make a 1 byte edit. It's kind of pointless. All right, let's see what changed. Excuse me. You know, one thing I haven't checked is if this changes the value of a part. If I went to like try to sell a stock part, I need to check that. Still so far nothing different. Nothing different in there. I'd like to find the RPM variable so we can actually control that. Because if I can understand this stuff in such a way that I'd like, we'd be able to actually turn this into way more of a customization game than is initially allowed, I guess, is the best way to put it. So nothing actually changed when changing that. I didn't check tunes. Nothing here changed either. I can't even change that. That's kind of hilarious. We're going to go parts. Let me see. Nothing in here changed. This still has 0 value. So, yeah, none of this stuff changed as far as its value. Got it. Cool. So nothing changed on that byte. So I'm not going to bother going forward with the rest of it because IDA is very slow. And it all depends on your hardware, honestly, how quickly it's going to read the file. IDA is exceptionally slow on my computer as well. I have a fairly nice build. I have a computer I paid over $1,000 for 3 years ago, and it takes forever. RAM has nothing to do with it. So there's nothing we can add yet until I figure out how files are databased. I'm close to figuring it out. I just need to find what the custom file type is and how to read it. You know, one thing I haven't looked at. This is a GDB file. Let's see. Game database is what I'm guessing that stands for. So I don't think I'm actually going to find like a tool anywhere out there that's going to understand what this file is. So I don't know if there's even or if it's even worth the time me looking up GDB files, but whatever. But like I said, as far as IDA Pro is concerned, it's a very slow program. It's very slow on my computer. I usually set it to start decompiling an IL to CPP file before I leave the house. And then I'll go out and do what I need to do, like go to the grocery store, get gas, buy more Monster, because my name might as well be Kyle. And then come home, and sometimes it's done, sometimes it's not. It really depends. It is a slow program, but that's just how it is with that kind of software. I can't really tell you because I don't know much else about it myself. I need to document this byte. But yeah. Yeah, usually I buy one or the other. Lately, Rockstar came out with a new flavor that I really, really like. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's really freaking good. So I've been drinking that a lot, actually. I'm going to take a chug of mine. Good freaking God, I hate this headset. I just didn't feel like getting out my God, I hate this goddamn headset. The wire and the microphone are on the same side, so they bump into each other. But give me 1 second. First energy drink I ever had was a Red Bull. Yeah. I was like 10. I'm dating myself with that one. You know, I've decided something, by the way. Since we have this whole coronavirus pandemic going on, I'm postponing my birthday until next year because I can't celebrate it this year. So for another whole year, I'm still going to be 28. It's going to be just like my birthday's on a leap year. It's awesome. I'm going to be 28 for another whole year, and I can push off my midlife crisis by a year. Perfect, you know? I got to document this byte, which is EC. To don't change. And then 0x. The next byte we're doing... Here, I'll actually show you guys this one because I'm documenting it. So the next byte we're doing is this 6964 at F3 through F6. F3 through F6. F3, 0x, F6. Not G, F6. So 6964. We're going to make it 6969 because memes. Save it. And we're going to push it like iced tea. No, that was salt and pepper, wasn't it? Ugh. I just ruined a perfectly good opportunity for a great joke, didn't I? Oh well. That's actually what I was known for in high school, was the joke killer. And I broke the database, so we cannot modify 6969. We're going to try the first byte of that list, though. So when I break the database, that means I did exactly that. I broke the game, so I can't actually modify that file at all, or those bytes. So those bytes are out of the question. So there's another one that's just a simple 31. I don't think we're modifying this either. 0x. What is that? 110. There's a 1. Don't touch. 0x. Well, actually, I'll try changing that. I bet it's going to break it, but usually single number items you don't want to change on this because it breaks things. Yeah. That's why you don't want to change single number thingies. It always breaks it. It almost every time you're guaranteed breaking the game and having it crash. So this is 118. This is a 6. Don't touch. I'm going to touch. But we get a bunch of fun numbers coming up, so I'm excited. Because that means big changes when there's a big row of numbers. That didn't break it. Huh. What changed? You know, I never look at the dealership for anything changing. I don't think anything in here is going to change, though. Oh, wow, my car's worth a lot. Its shadow is a little blinky, though. Alright, we'll go back to the garage, because that's actually what I'm pretty much editing, is anything based here. I changed the name and the weight of the engine. Ooh. That really broke. Oof. That's a Roblox meme waiting to happen. Note to self, cannot touch. My cat just sneezed. That was interesting. Everything is equipped, though. No, it's not. just stock parts. So if I do, does it stay? No, it still drops. I changed the name of everything. Interesting. How in the hell did I do that? Kind of funny. Oops. Well, I'm going to put it back to 7 because, or 6 like it was. But we get a fun row of numbers here starting. So we're going to do, open that up. Let me open up this. And we get another fun row of numbers. A lot of you weren't here at the beginning of the stream. Quite a few of you, actually. I didn't notice there's 6 people here now. So, welcome. Let me catch you guys up. I am hex editing the game save for the parts database on Pixel Car Racer and trying to see what happens when I modify different values, and then I'm also documenting them so I have access and can just document on the fly, eventually maybe make a tool, and you know, we can have more in-depth modding on this game than just what the game initially provides. So far, the biggest breakthrough has been changing the stock parts that are available. So like suddenly, well, I can't equip anything right now because I broke it. But right now, the stock parts are all modified to, like, that's a decal you can apply, some weird flare things, a wing. Somehow I changed the names of everything. Oh, you guys can't see. But yeah, there's like body kit parts, the wheels. This is one rim, one set of rims, and for some reason it comes out as 2 different wheels. It's freaking sweet, and this one's entirely clear. I love it. It's not even the diamond wheel, it's just a clear wheel. It's sweet. And actually, I just noticed the back wheel doesn't have a tire. I don't think. I think I just realized that the back wheel doesn't have a tire, and I don't know when that happened. But if I click this, it's going to break. So I'm going to quickly send this fixed file over using a batch file that I created to connect to the whatchamacallit. Let me make sure. Is HXD off the screen? Yeah. So we're going to open this back up so I can apply parts again, because I want to see if I can put a back tire on my car. Because I just noticed I don't have one. Tires. Yeah, I'm not allowed to have a back tire. Who knew? I wonder what happens if I go buy a tire. Will it change? Tires. Is there a white wall tire in here? There's winter tires. That's cool. Maybe I have a white wall installed. I didn't think about that. So maybe there's a white wall, but it really does look like there's no tire, which is quite hilarious, and I don't know when that happened, but we'll figure it out later. Because right now, we got a big, long string of bytes to change and see what happens. So I'm going to document the bytes for this real quick. 0x 11f through 0x 12a. And I'm going to actually copy and paste what's already there so I have a backup, and we're going to change it. So when I usually start these things, I start with 1 byte at a time to figure out what's going on, and then go from there in testing it. So I'm going to close PCR. I'm going to push the modified file to my emulator, and we're going to open the game and see what changed. And I think I took HXD off the screen. I did not. Oh, come on. Open up. So it's not broken. What changed? Suddenly my decal adds weight. Why? Suddenly that adds weight. Suddenly the wing adds weight. So I think I just found all parts weight. Is my car heavier overall? 1358, it's not. But I added weight to the engine suddenly. Doesn't seem like it actually cares. I really don't want to break this wheel thing here, but apparently these wheels are only 10 pounds. Cool. So I'm going to document that changing the first byte. So 11F adds weight to all parts. There we go, documented that. This is quite the weird thing. For those of you who just joined, you see that I have like turbo and stuff installed. I cannot modify this because it technically looks like a stock part, so I can't touch that. 29 pounds. Still doesn't add the HP because the turbo being negative, can't do anything. ECU adds 5 pounds. That's realistic. Most stuff in this game, weight is visual. So like wheels, for example, weight doesn't matter. As far as I can tell, in the garage where it says weight, it doesn't look like it matters. But I know my car was 4,000 even, so something added weight. That took weight off, even though it says 3 pounds. So I'm wondering if I'm subtracting weight and don't know it. 3901, 3906. Since these parts are technically already equipped, it's not going to... Okay, that added weight. That did add weight. Interesting. Oops, I wanted to go back. So like springs add 11 pounds. It's already accounted for, already accounted for, already accounted for. Let's see what my whole 22 horsepower plus NOS even does, because I love doing this shit. See what the car runs here. It's kind of hilarious. I can't do burnouts with this car. Springs do not add power, but they do in my game. That's the problem here. Yep. Oops, I forgot to hold. I'm so used to playing Rush Racing 2 when you don't have to hold the gas pedal that I keep letting go. But hey, 15-second car, not bad. Let's change more bytes. I'm gonna change the whole string. I'm gonna do what I did originally to the last string that gave us all these parts. I'm gonna plus hex value 1 to everything. So instead of 7765696767874, I'm gonna do 8, 7, 6, 7, A, 7, 8, 7, 9, 8, 5, and we're gonna see what that does. I feel like not much is going to change. If anything, it'll just add more weight maybe, or remove. We don't know yet. Still 23, still 16. So yeah, I don't think realistically I've changed anything. Suddenly I have 22 horsepower though, instead of 18. Yeah, nothing else changed, so I'm going to, because I don't want to add power, obviously, I'm going to put the original byte values back, just because I don't feel like adding weight to my car as a beneficial thing here. So we're going to go on to the next set of bytes, which is 0x13f through 0x14. Ah, crap, I suck at reading hex sometimes. Oops, 4. So that is 144001. The last time I saw these same sets of bytes, I was not allowed to change them. But guess what? We changing stuff, so let's close the game real quick. See what happens when I change this, because that's what I do. Did anything change? So yeah, it's back to adding 0 pounds. I don't see any differences with the last byte that I just modified. Oof. Got it. Don't mod that. 1. Don't touch. Don't touch. No touchy. 0x. There is a single byte value out here on 14C. That's a 5. I'm guessing don't touch, but we're still going to touch for the sake of, hey, what's this do? I love doing this kind of stuff. So that broke on... We have no brakes. We have no brakes. We have nothing in this cat. We have nothing. Absolutely nothing. Alright, put that back to a 5. Got it. Actually, let's see what happens if we change it to a 4. Does it give me parts from a different category? Could it be that category 6 doesn't exist, so maybe category 4 is something else? Nope, 4 doesn't do anything either. Got it. Interesting. We got a nice string of bytes coming up here. I love how much this is like Russian roulette. So we're going to be doing that set of bytes right there at 18, which you guys can't see. Got it. I just realized you couldn't see that. Oops. So we're going to document it. First, 0x. Oh no, 15. Sorry. Yeah, this is 0x15. 153 through 0x. Oh, I suck at reading this shit. 15C. Original values, we always back these up because you never know what it's going to do. And we modify the first byte of the string to see if anything changes, then we'll do the rest. I should save this text file while I'm thinking about it. Cool. Nothing broken yet. Awesome, awesome. I like how we say yet. So that's still equipped for 7 whole horsepower. So everything's equipped correctly. I see no changes thus far. I know I didn't go through everything yet. I'm wondering if... No, this is actually reporting as to... there we go. Well, we're not changing that, but we'll change everything after it. 7727D 18676. Out of the pure curiosity of my own mind, it seems like this is a don't touch, but that's not the point in this. This is a touch stream. We are touching it all. I am the Michael Jackson of Pixel Car Racer. That's not right. I have said some things tonight that I should not have. Ah, it's raining. Alright, so all this stuff says equipped. We're going to unequip, and it's going to crash it. Got it. Thank you. Come again. That is my TED Talk, where I break shit. There we go. So we're going to paste those original bytes back and move down to 0x17. I didn't take HXD off the screen. You guys didn't miss much. I totally was crashing the game entirely. You didn't miss much. Nothing visually changed that was worth it. So sorry I forgot to take that off the screen. So we're at 171. This is a don't touch area. Don't touch. A lot of this is don't touch. 171 through 0x17. I accidentally hit the number lock button. 17. Jesus Christ, I'm so god awful at reading this crap. 6. Jesus. Okay. And it is 184001. This is probably another don't touch because most of this has ended up being don't touch. But I do have a heavily modded account that I am going to be comparing this to, either, depending on how late I'm awake, tonight or another stream. Because then we'll really know the differences in these files. No, this is Pixel Car Racer. This game is made using Game Maker. So the library files are libyoyo.so, which I have reverse engineered a little bit of the file, but I'm a very impatient words are hard, impatient person, so I haven't touched much of the file. I've dug through it, and that's about it. Oh, I still broke it. Okay, so it's broken in more ways than we knew. Huh. I don't like when I have to start over, but I might have to start with a new file, because everything is that broken. Let me change that 184 back, or that 284 back to a 184, and just for the shits and giggles of it, no, we're going to document it because that's the right thing to do. 185 through 0x18. C. And I'm just doing this quickly because it seems like I've broken the file no matter what I do. So I'm not sure if actually what I'm modifying now is even worth modifying. E5. Lightning! Yay! A. Oh wait, that's right, this is hex. Now I still have to do A. Or 0, I guess. Oh well. 175. Wait, I didn't go that far into it, did I? So I only went to... Oh no, I went all the way to C. Okay. Making sure. 176. We're going to push this, see what happens. I have very much broken the game, so realistically, I might not be seeing changes because of how broken it is. Here we go again. Nothing equipped to the car. So Nothing exists in the inventory. And that is why we document everything that we touch. Now, I do not think that is due to my changes. I think that entire string of bytes, changing it, just does break it. We'll just try this once more. Excuse me. Still nothing. Got it. Although I suddenly have a higher rating. Apparently having no parts on your car suddenly yields out higher ratings. Who would have thought? Oh, I might have fucked up. And now I fucked up. I don't know which one I changed. Shoot. Let's see if that fixes anything. Because I think I jumped a few lines by accident. Just because I'm kind of far away from this other monitor. Let's see, does this fix anything? Ruh-roh. Well, what is nice is I do have a backup of the original. So we're going to switch to the backup of the original. So let's see the differences here. I'm going to import the original file that I broke, or the original file unmodded. And we're going to see what the big difference is here. So if I go to garage, I still have a lot of brokenness to the car, but this is all right now. If I go to like, that's correct. Shouldn't have all this stuff on my car, but let's see if it still races like it's 22 horsepower, because that's pretty funny. Oh, I got the snowy one. I really like this combo wheel. 3, 2, 1, go. So slow because of that lack of horsepower. It's amazing. I love it. I definitely have no tire on that back wheel. I definitely have no tire. That's really funny. I like it. I'm definitely leaving this car as it is. I don't want to touch it. But now we know how badly I broke that file. So we're going to go back in and go back to where we were, which was 1.5. And we're going to go back to changing what didn't work to see if it actually does. Aw. Oh well, I know what to change to put it to 7 horsepower. That's okay. Yeah, we have all the normal stuff back. I like how it says none, but I definitely get nitrous pressure. Okay, so that broke. So that was a bad thing to mod at the time. Understood. We're going to go to... Oh, they were both supposed to be 4. Got it. So I know what I broke and what I did wrong in that old file, but I'm not going to bother going back and doing all those changes. So 0x 1a1 through 0x 1a6. A6. I typed 8. Whoops. And we're going, it's F03, F01. We're going to change that to G14, G12. I don't know. We're going to find out. I feel like hexadecimal numbers are more important, but I just included a G. This is my own version of hex editing. I don't see any changes yet. Got it. And I crashed the game again. Imagine that. Oops. There we go. And we're going to move on just to the next set of bytes. So don't touch, and don't touch. I'll move on to the next set of bytes because a lot of this stuff in here I'm realizing is just don't freaking touch it. 1B5 through one BC. So this is a long stretch. 1BC. And it is 6E616D65. So, like usual, we're going to change the first byte from a 6 to a 7, because I always do +1. We're going to push it to the game real quick, or to the Android emulator, see what it does, and hope it didn't utterly destroy the game. 22 horsepower, that's normal. I changed the names of items again. Apparently now they are numbers. That's not what I wanted. I am still convinced I don't have a tire on that back wheel. Or it's just a really thin white wall. So I guarantee you if I apply one of these parts... Okay, they work. Interesting. I suddenly have 20 horsepower. And now I'm down to 17. Now I'm back down to 13. Oh boy. Here we go. Just making things worse on myself. I got the dual rotor now, because that's not changed anymore. I bet if I do a tire, it's going to put a tire on the car, so I'm not going to do that. And springs, I don't want to change the ride height, because it's at 4 inches by a hack. So, we're going to leave it at 4 inches. My girlfriend doesn't complain about 4 inches, so the game shouldn't. Oof. Ooh. Oh, I lowered it even more. You know what? Fuck it. Damn it. Nothing. Okay, so now it's 0 boost, but we are actually a lower HP than we were before, and we shouldn't have nitrous at all. Let's see how fast it is, because I love doing these weird races with this car. Granted, yeah, I guess I could do a burnout by this right here. We'll make it like V. But here, we'll redo. Ah, crap. So yeah, I officially don't have nitrous again. We're going to rev and see what all 13 horsepower of this car does in this game, because this is kind of awesome. I don't even know if that's realistic or not. I feel like there's no way this car would do that time if it had 17 horsepower. This car runs on hopes and dreams, man. You never know. Let's see, does the value of anything change? It does not. Okay. So, yeah, nothing really seemed to change with the bytes that I just modified. So, don't think I'm going to go forward with changing them any further. And I'm just going to move to the next set of bytes because it's just... So now we're at 0x 1d3. 1d3 through 0x. This is a long one too. 1dA. These longer strings have to do something when they change, but they really don't seem to. Oops. Original values of 40 dot dot 5A02. So there's dots in this one I get to play with. Ah, one of those dots is like a hit enter key thing. So, it's a bracket. I see. Apparently it's a bracket. I don't know why it doesn't show as a bracket. Because it's not a bracket. So for this one, because it's kind of strange, I'm going to actually grab the hex bytes. The hex value bytes, which is 34300D0A35413032. And save those, which is probably what I should have been doing this whole time, but everything's been just like plain text or numbers. There's no promises that I'm going to make mods for the Android version just because I can't say if it's going to work or not. I do have ways to mod the game on PC now, but everything is visual. So don't count on anything working in an APK mod either. I haven't looked at their Facebook page in so long. 2 of my accounts are banned. Third one is on its way out. There's nothing on their Facebook page that says tomorrow / today. So I'll take official word for it. I won't take hearsay for it, so to speak. 5. And changing one byte value, what to do. Sorry, I bumped my microphone again. Change the name of the files again. That's all this stuff keeps doing, is changing the names of the files. I want something more interesting, damn it. I do like having 13 HP, though. That's a lot of fun. So we're going to make 4 and go 1 on the next byte. 3.8 liter, 13 horsepower. Interesting. And also the way that I have to do anything for making the mods on PC, it's really probably not possible on mobile because of what it takes to even get the files to load. So I really have my doubts that I'm going to be able to make anything on Android. And plus, even on top of that, they're not going to be free mods, and 90% of people are going to be mad at me for that. So, what's the point in me wasting my time if people just aren't going to be happy with it anyway? I'm not trying to keep things public or private. I know I have a forum to uphold, but realistically, when people are just getting mad at me for it anyway, what's the point in me releasing if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing? That's kind of why I've taken a step back. I reached the goal that I wanted to reach, and now I'm just taking a break from it. Ooh, I broke it. So that's a 5. Change the next byte. That broke it as well. I also just don't really know where to go from here. Because as far as the game is concerned, I don't really know where to go with it because it's everything that I'd have to do now is so specialized that if anybody else wanted to try to do what I'm doing to Rush Racing 2, I would have to probably remote into their computer to set it up because I don't even know how I actually got it working, if I'm being 100% honest. I really don't know how I got working what I got working on Rush Racing 2. And I'm keeping my mouth shut on what I got working for, one, the respect of the VIP section that I have on my RHAX forum, because they're the only people that deserve to know what I've done to Rush Racing, and I haven't even told them yet, unfortunately, because I just haven't had a chance really to record enough to tell them. I know I'm kind of ranting on this whole Rush Racing 2 thing from one post. I'm not meaning to attack that guy. It's just my thoughts, and I want to talk about it. What changed? We're playing the What Changed game. So far, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I love when nothing changes, because then you have no idea what you did. So we'll put that back. And then at 1E7, 1E8, it is 1D for the value. We're going to make it 2D, just like the game. It's two-dimensional. Just like my social life, it is two-dimensional. I don't know what that means. Take it for what you think it means. And that broke everything again. Got it. I really hate when that's the outcome of me modifying something, but we'll modify the second part of that just for the giggles of seeing what might have changed. Still probably have nothing in my car parts. Probably broke it. I got a new wrap. My window tints are a chair. My seats are a wing. I got, I guess, stock body kit body parts now. No, I got these parts. 326 Racing Twin. Cool. Did I get a paint? I got a spoiler in my paint. What's this one look like? Huh, cool. So what happens if I go here then? I got tires for a motor. I got suspension for a tire, which that's even a different icon actually. I got a wheel name for my NOS. I got nothing for a turbo. Got it. Headlight bulbs for brakes. Oh, that wasn't what I clicked. My rims are a blank tire. Okay. Not bad. I got paint for a spring. I got open headers for an ECU. I got an ECU for piston? No, pistons for an ECU. engine for that. This is strange. Very, very strange. Now that makes it lighter. I'm going to do that. That makes it heavier. That makes it way heavier. That doesn't do anything. That makes it a little heavier. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That does absolutely nothing. 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 And yeah. And then, yeah, still nothing different there. That's an interesting change. Strange change, I guess I could say. And we're going to put it back to the D. The memes. 1E8 changes icon, or part names. We're going to say shuffles part names. 0x, we're at the 2's now. 0x2, 03 through 0x20. We're going to go through 8 because most of the time when I see this set of bytes, F03, F00, the very last byte is a 1. So we're going to change the last byte instead of the first. Yeah, I'm getting really tired too, so I'm probably going to end it at 3. But no promises. Excuse me. Let's go start garage. I like that wrap a lot more. It matches that back wheel really well. Oh, my decals are back to normal. I don't see a difference here. I don't want to ruin the wheels. That's why I never equip the wheels to see if something changed. I am missing a brake caliper. Interesting. Missing a brake caliper now that I changed that one byte. I was seeing if it threw it somewhere else, but it didn't. I'm going to change that back to a 0 because I want my brake caliper back. Let's change that. Change one other part of that I don't normally change. You know, Greta, you're here all the time. Every time I seem to stream, you seem to be here. No matter what time it is, I swear to God. Got my brake caliper back. Cool. I don't see a change. So I'm not that worried about these bytes. 21D is a single byte. And it equals 4. Last time I modified that, I started over because I thought it equaled 5. 0x. Wow, we get a big jump. 2, 3, 4 through 0x2, 3, 5. Duh. And it's set to 84 for its bytes. We're going to do 95. Which oh, wait, I'm back. I think I'm back. I am back. And to the guy who put Russian in my chat, I don't know Russian. I apologize. Sort of. I have no reason to know Russian. Let's put it that way. That's why I don't know Russian. This is probably going to break the game doing what change I just did. It is really windy outside and it is storming here, so that's probably why the stream went out for a second. No change still. Man, this kind of sucks. I was looking forward to like really weird changes to the game, but realistically I'm getting nothing. Let me go into one of these. I'm going to do this. This is not recommended. But, you know, nothing I usually do is recommended. So that's why I do it, so you don't have to. APK Racing, what up? Ah! I've somehow, like, added a part, and it has, like, a type thing over here. I have an engine. Everything is a lug nut. What if I go into, like, decals? What if I equip it? Nothing changes. Okay, interesting. So I'm actually going to go in. There's another 84 that I know of that's very similar to the one I just modified. And now that I tried that, I want to try a bunch of stupid crap. So like I have this 1D0 here. Oops. I went all the way down the file. I don't know what I changed. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to change that byte to that. Oh, let me see what it is. Oh. Yeah, YouTube does kind of suck. I'd give it the finger too. You're not wrong. Okay, I broke it. That's what I thought would happen if I put that there. There is another 84, though, so I'm going to change that one real quick. I'm going to see what that did. That should add a part to every category as well, judging by what happened on the last one. It's just lugs again. What happens if I go to the store and try to sell these lug nuts that I oh so much don't want? I know they show up on my turbo. Okay, they're worthless. It looks like. Yep, okay. Maybe if I change that to a 2? Does it do something even... Is it a different part even then if I change it to a 2? Or is it still just lug nuts? Let's find out. Still lugs. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's a 1, 2, 94. Where's that 84 I just changed? Oh no. Zero. And there's this byte, set of bytes up here. I'm going to change that to a 1. Now I'm just aimlessly modifying the bytes. If I find something that does something, like that broke it, I'll document it. Like here's a 144. I'm going to put a 1 there. See what happens. And then I'll document it after. It's just easier that way, I guess. Let's see what I got. I got more lugs. God damn it. Give me something more than lug nuts. I don't need more lug nuts. Just changed another 84. It's probably going to be lug nuts. Lugs. Awesome. Getting real sick of your lug nuts. You silly game. I was really hoping for more on this. Oops. I bet it's lug nuts. It's lugs. Really? Why am I getting nothing but lug nuts? Change that to a 2. It probably is just a placeholder, you're right. I'd like to find one of the weirder things, like I used to know how to do a like 200 psi turbo. Okay, I don't see anything different yet. The box changed for the engine. It looks like that's all that changed. So apparently I'm messing with just the engine variable. Let's see if there's any difference here. Yeah, that's the only thing that changed. Let's look at tuning. Nothing changed there. Change that. Oh, wait, I didn't push the file over. Yeah, there's so many bytes in this file. Who knows what I'm changing at this point? I'm just aimlessly clicking. Okay, yeah, nothing changed. Damn. Change that to that. Open up the game. It's supposed to be a 2. Nothing changed. No, well, yes and no. I'm so fast at doing it this way that it really doesn't seem to make a difference. It wouldn't be that big of a time save. I mean, I could do a whole like cheat engine thing, but it's easier to just change the file and see what happens rather than take the time to have to find it in memory, especially because putting cheat engine on an Android emulator is a pain in the butt. While I could do Game Guardian in the emulator, it'd still be weird or difficult to find these files like this. So it's just easier for me to edit, send, place the bytes back, and see what happens. But I do have another modified version of this file. So I am definitely able to look and see what changes and compare it, and I will probably do that in another stream. Maybe. So like, let's see. For example, what's a documented set of bytes that I have? I'll do a quick comparison. So let's look at 203 to 208. So 203, 208 is exactly the same in the modified, heavily modified version of this file, but $1D3 is a little different. So I'm going to try changing something in that area out of a random guess. Oops, that's not the right one. This game would be so much better if it had multiplayer. It would be so much better. But of course, the developers of this game had to go and ruin it by just not working on it hardly ever. I think the project got in. Guys? Are they all the same? Why did the names of shit change? Interesting. Oh. No, I pushed the wrong file. I did the wrong file. System, data, data, Studio Furukawa, Pixel Car Races, files, delete. I know I have a script to do that, but yeah, I know I only have 13. It's really funny to... Why do I suddenly have so many crates and shit? Oh. I sent the wrong account file. There we go. Got my normal account back. So anyway, where's that 687? And we'll change something here. I love changing just random bytes. That's how I used to find all my, a lot of my things with like combat arms hacking too. And I broke it. Got it. So let me see. Here. From 59. No, from, yeah, 59 to 60. Nine to 60. That would be this set of bytes. We're going to back that up before doing this modification. That actually changed the entire file quite drastically. This is going to be an interesting change. I'm going to go straight back in and put the original bytes back before I forget, because I have my doubts that this is going to, yep, that broke. That was the only difference, was actually right there. So I'm going to change just that byte. I don't see a difference. Let's try. I'm going to do like a random set of bytes. Let me scroll way down on here. That doesn't sound right. Wait, where's... Ah, okay. So I think I understand how this actually works. So 18417. I know I'm not talking much, but give me a sec. I'm trying something kind of random that I probably shouldn't do. I have my doubts that this is going to work at all. I probably just broke the file. I didn't. So I decided to add bytes. What did I add, though? Well, I broke that. Of course. I removed the breaks that I had. What did I add? Broke that. Broke that. So I broke a lot of things. I broke a lot of things. Alright. We're going to go in and delete those bytes. But before I end off the stream, because I'm getting tired myself, so I think it's about time, I'm going to show a heavily modded PCRDATB.GDB. We're going to look and see what a heavily modded version of this game looks like. This should be interesting. Yep. 13 horsepower my ass. Crazy turbos. I'm actually really surprised there's no like huge turbos in here that are higher than stock. It's also missing one of the highest tier pistons. There's all these things. There's one of these that adds a crazy amount of power too, but whatever. I just want to find a way to go above 10,200. I want to control my RPM to the max. But with 13 horsepower, here's all these crazy wheels too. For this, I'm doing it by hand with a hex editor. This is just a pre-made file from someone else's modified APK. Let's see what 13 horsepower plus 500, a 500 shot of NOS does. This will be interesting. This will be hilarious. If I can even control this car, it's going to be fantastic. I can't do burnouts, I know that, so... Oh crap, I forgot. Forgot to hold space. Oops. Come on, 500 shot. Propel me to the end. In a rocket ship-esque fashion. You damn right. I don't know. I've never done it. I don't mod FPS games anymore. The ones I do mod are not mobile, because mobile first-person shooters are excruciatingly boring. Free Fire, Critical Ops, any of those, I'll never touch them. There's no point in me modding them because they're just that boring. James, go to sleep. Huh, why'd my chat disconnect? Did my stream disconnect too? Wouldn't be surprised. No, my stream's still going. I can't see my own chat. Well, let's build the highest realistic horsepower car we can. Not 20,000. I wish there was like a 2,000 in here. And chat died for me. Whoops. Well, we're going to put in a 5,000 horsepower LS. 500 shot of NOS should be great. 800. I didn't know I had an 800. I can't equip it to anything. Got it. Ah, well, I guess we're doing this one. Just kidding. Those don't matter. That's already fine. I'm going to need some grip. So we're going to go with these crazy slicks. We'll do this. Going to need that crazy ECU setup. 330 HP so far. Dude, I got the high rating here. There we go. This is not going to be possible to control. It's going to be like a 1.0 for that. Do I not have a turbo? I didn't have a turbo. Idiot. Yeah, I still can't see chat, so hold on. I don't know if this is going to kill me or not. I got chat back. Nah, the only part values that are changed are where I am. We're going to go beginner, and we're going to see if the game can shift itself on 9,000 horsepower. So basically, I have a top fuel dragster. Oh my god. This is a 1 mile race, by the way. No, I'm using OBS. So it's a bad thing in this game when you get the 300 mile per hour badge because it's not supposed to be possible. Yeah. I've been going after this game for years on and off. It's just, it's more fun this way. I don't know why I can't do burnouts. Oh yeah, I'm all-wheel drive, that's why. Wow, that guy was gone. Mix it up bot. Never heard of that. Let's see what this thing's quarter mile is, because that's usually the ultimate test. So here's a tip for you, Gretty. On your home screen on this game, go to Options, click on the shifting image, and it loads the gear up over on the opposite side closer to the, whatchamacallit. And that way you can do it that way. We're going to change the ratios a little bit on this. A little higher than 1. We're going to do like 1.69 because memes. God damn it. Memes. And also, if you're driving anything that's faster than 7 seconds, hit the NOS before the green light and launch with NOS. You'll be much faster. Gotta wait for that loser. I still really like these rims. .5. Way too fast. But the other guy ran a 3 because I'm just terrible at this game. I'm just going to sit here and rev forever. .21. So let's see what I can do if I do the shifting. That's a pretty good reaction time. Doesn't even save it if you're below 5 seconds. Why couldn't I shift? Weird. Apparently I just straight broke the car. Oh, duh. Look at that. You made me mess up, Gretty. Is it even the right spot? No. Yeah, I can't shift this thing fast enough. Oh my god. It's insane. I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's try this again. That's a good idea. Okay, maybe not. I'll try like second or third. That just looks realistic. We don't want realistic. Oh man. I'll launch in second. I just want to hit a 3. That 576, that looked legit. That hit leaderboard. Come on. Load faster. That guy's got to do his burnout. Ah, man. $3.96. There we go. I got my 3 second. That's what I wanted. That was my quarter. Let's see. Let's go back. We're going to do it. Do I have tires to match this that are gripped off their ass? No. All right. Ooh, I go backwards. Oh, let's go to a track. Let's go to a track. Let's see what happens. Ooh, this is going to be fun. We'll do a 1 mile. Oh boy, here we go. .4. Too fast. Broke the entire thing. Yeah, I don't think that's how horsepower works either. I don't think your tires are literally supposed to disappear. Alright, let's undo that stupid motor. You can do a 10 million. Just get rid of this NOS bottle. Let's do a 250 shot. We'll hit it with the dyno. Yeah, that torque is still too high. So we're not using that one either. We'll do a 20,000 motor. 20,000 looks like it should work. Oh, my launch control's turned off. Oops. Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, you can go around the planet 19 times. My horsepower is still going up. My rims disappeared. Alright, this is going to be interesting. I wasn't even in boost. I didn't even have positive boost pressure. Oops. I'm going to go do a 1 mile. Because I feel like that's the only race that's going to be longer than half a second. .405. Won't even let me shift. Instantly 405 miles per hour. Wait, my opponent... Oh. Oh, wait, that's right. I put it on beginner because I wanted to see if it would shift. Drag race, amateur. All right, let's get that 3-second. And come on. I don't know what happens that it just stops accelerating. I'll take your idea again where I launch it in fourth. Because I want one of these 3-second 1 miles. Yep, not happening with this. Huh. This just looks legit. I didn't want to look legit. 3,000 RPMs, 300 miles per hour. Who would have thought? Wow. Okay. So we'll try second gear, maybe. I had my clutch pushed, thank you. And there it goes. So if I try to launch in first gear, it just breaks it. If I go to red line, it breaks. Huh. Oh, yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, let me take the turbo off. That's a good idea. There we go. So I should have... Good, no boost. Wait, if I take this down even lower... Oh, I can go all the way to 0. There we go. Now there's no way I'm running out of gear. There we go. Is it going to stop at 400? Yeah, it stops at 400. So if you're in control of the car... If you're in control of the car, you can't go over 400 miles per hour. It looks like. Which is interesting. So, like, I'm going to hope that I make it that far. I wish there was a way to change or mod the amount of time for a nitrous bottle or a NOS shot. Because I would totally do more than... Yeah, unfortunately, there is no modded ECU for that. At least not that I have found yet. I mean, I can probably go in and dig through the file and figure it out. But as of right now, none of these ECUs, I believe, are modded. Right. Yeah, they're not. So. Huh. Put the turbo back on. We'll lower this down to 3.5. Actually, no, I have a funny idea. We're going to do Nitto Legends bracket ratios. So 2.5, 1.7, 1.15, 1. There we go. And then we're going to bring this all the way up to 2.5. Oh boy. This isn't going to work. I love doing Nitto Legend stuff in other games just to see what happens. Actually, is there a long straight road? Just no. I don't think there is. We're going to go 1 mile. All right, let's see. And so 2.5, bad idea. Didn't work. 2.5, 2.5, bad idea. We'll leave first gear as it is. Wow, I hit 739, but then it bogged back down. So we'll leave first gear as it is at 2.5, but we're going to lower it and lower it and lower it until it gets to be just like a Nitto Legends launch. So I'm expecting this to need to be around 1.7. 1.7 is where my final drive is for my 5.899 gear ratios on a legit game. So that's for a quarter mile. So we'll see what that does here. Come on, finish your burnout. It's not like I'm going to win anyway. Yeah, it just stops. I think they have a hard-coded thing for human players. If you are a human player, you cannot go above 400 and something miles per hour, even though the top speed here at the end says 748. It's boring for me. I also have really bad luck staging the car in that game. It always seems to fail for me, and I have to do something else to try to get it to even work right. Alright, so we're going to go to a legit car here. Well, semi-legit. We're going to do we're going to go back to the 5000 motor and see what happens with Nitto Legends gears. Haha, on the money. It's just not my cup of tea. Yeah, it's a cool game. It's a good idea. I just haven't enjoyed it yet. Apparently you can roll past the start line. Who knew? There we go. I forgot that I was actually able to shift this race, so I didn't. Oops. 13 seconds. Let's try this once more. Can I just have all all-wheel drive opponents, because then neither of us have to do burnouts? I'm really bad. It's because I'm tired, I think, at this point. Nothing like drinking an entire can of Coke before you go to bed. Oh, guess who's not sleeping tonight? Shifted too quickly, apparently. There's 350. Yeah, I'm not good at this. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap that up here. I've been streaming for 5 minutes shy of 2 hours. Um, I'm very tired. It's 3:41 in the morning. I should have stopped this like half an hour ago, like I wanted to. But I just started having fun with the really heavy hacked parts. So, oops. I'll talk to you guys in another video or stream. Peace out. Thanks for coming out, everybody. No matter what time it is for you, it was awesome.